Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Cavalier Field. The A's have returned home. It is game 12 of the 2023 Rocky Mountain League season. A's entered tonight's game 6-5 overall. And I'd have to go back and look at the league record for sure. But after the loss last night, the A's, I would believe, are 3-3 overall in the Rocky Mountain League after dropping last night's game to these Hayes Larks, a 9-3 decision in favor of the Larks. Let's go ahead and get started. We will start with lineups right now. For those of you that followed along last night, a identical lineup for the Hayes Larks. Everybody is the exact same, just a couple of position changes for the Larks, but it is the same 9 batters in the same 9 positions. Leading off will be number 12, Luis Garcia at shortstop. Batting second, number 6, Damian Ruiz at center field. Batting third, the third baseman, number 18, Will Pendergrass. Batting fourth is the first baseman, number 26, Tyler LaRue. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 22, Garrett Gruhl. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 16, John Sicoli. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 7, Brady Evans. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 5, Peyton Ebbing. And rounding out the lineup is the second baseman, number 1, Bryson Evans. Starting on the mound for the Larks tonight is number 25, Cam Walton. Cam faced the Dodge City A's in the first game at Hayes, that non-conference game that the A's would fall in 11-4 in that game. So we will get to some stats as we get ready to go here. So the Hayes Larks come into tonight's contest 9-2 overall. One of those losses, of course, to your Dodge City A's. Cam Walton on the mound for the Hayes Larks in 2 games, 8 innings pitched, 1 start, 1 win, 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those earned, walked 1, struck out 14, a 2.25 ERA for him. So that is the lineup for the Larks. Let's take a look at the lineup for your Dodge City A's. Leading off, left fielder number 1, Juan Rivera. Batting second, the center fielder number 12, Caleb Bergman. Batting third, the third baseman number 16, Preston Gamster. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter, shortstop number 22, Jordan Black. Batting fifth, the designated hitter number 5, Dawson Stutz. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 9, Matthew Sandoval. Batting seventh, catcher, number 10, Alex Gallion. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 4, Brian Gardner. And rounding out the lineup for the Dodge City A's is second baseman, number 28, Jordan Rodriguez. It will be Peyton Walters on the mound for your Dodge City A's. We will get to his information as we get ready for first pitch. But first, it is time for the national anthem. We're going to step aside. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Justin Hergert alongside for you today in this league contest, the A's and Hayes Larks, as we get ready to go. First pitch about to be thrown down, currently 85 degrees in Dodge City, Kansas. Wind out of the south at 9 miles an hour. So a beautiful night here at the ballpark. First pitch will be at 7:03. So the first pitch from Peyton Walters comes in for a ball to Luis Garcia. Pitch, and catches the corner, evens the count at 1 apiece. Peyton Walters on the mound for your Dodge City A's. He comes into tonight's contest. That pitch fouled. He will be down in the count 1-2. Walters on the season, 1 game, 4 innings. That game was a start for him. Allowed 7 hits on 8 runs. Walked 4, struck out 4, a 13.500 ERA for him. We will go back to work with Luis Garcia, a 1-2 count. That pitch behind him. And if Gallion would have been set up behind him, that would have looked like a trick play for the Savannah Bananas. Nonetheless, we will go back to work with a 2-2 count. Pitch is grounded to Gardner at first, and that will be out number 1. So Luis Garcia comes into today batting .233 on the season, and that will bring in Damian Ruiz. Ruiz, .342 average for him. First pitch swung on and missed. He's down in the count 0-1. Peyton Walters working from the third base side of the rubber. That pitch comes in, misses low, evens the count at 1 apiece. The A's, white pants, gold tops with green numerals outlined in white, green caps. The 1-1 delivery comes in and catches the inner edge of the zone, makes it 1-2 to Ruiz. The A's, or the Larks rather now, that gray pants, blue and white tops, white numerals outlined in red. That pitch grounded to Gardner. He will take it unassisted, and he is out as Gardner on his high horse makes a 3U. Back-to-back 3U have retired the first 2 of the inning for the Larks. That brings in Will Pendergrass. Pendergrass comes into tonight's game batting .440 on the season. And we will go to work. First pitch to him, low for ball number 1. Pendergrass last night, 1 for 4. Little excuse me hack, and that will go down the first base side and roll foul just in front of the bag. Evens a count at 1 apiece to him. 1-1 count to Pendergrass. Pitch. Missing outside, makes it 2-1. The A's in game 12 of the season overall. This is the second game in the 4-game series in league contest between the A's and Larks. At pitch, the inner corner evens a count at 2 apiece. The 2-2 delivery coming from Walters. Pitch comes in, and they will get Pendergrass looking. He'll go down on strikes. Larks go down 1-2-3. We're headed to the bottom of the first. It will be Juan Rivera, Caleb Bergman, and Preston Gamster due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. We head to the bottom of the first. It is the top of the order due up for your Dodge City A's. Coach Cardoza on the first base side coaching box. Coach Colby DeVille over on third base side. And we are set for the first pitch to Juan Rivera. Juan flashing those bright neon gloves and shoes, and first pitch called strike to Rivera. That pitch misses, evens a count at 1 apiece. Two 1 count to Rivera. That pitch comes in, and Ebbing goes diving. A 3-1 count to Rivera. Juan Rivera hitting .357 on the season for the Dodge City A's. And Walton will throw the ball in. He wants a different one. We're going to go to work. A 3-1 count to Rivera. The pitch. This is outside, a leadoff runner aboard for the Dodge City A's. That will bring in Caleb Bergman. Bergman batting .333 on the season for the A's. He hit in the 2-hole last night as well. 1 for 4 in that game. His lone hit a single. That pitch off the wall is Gruel. Rivera being waved home. The throw will not even be close. And Bergman with a stand-up double. The A's with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. That will bring in Preston Gamster. Gamster hitting .270 on the season. Preston Gamster hit in the 4-hole last night, got on an error, and had a single into right. First pitch to him for strike number 1. 1-0-1 delivery. That comes inside, gets Preston stepping back, evens the count at 1 apiece to him. 1-1 delivery coming as Walton looks in. He comes set. Pitch comes in the inside. 2-1 to Gamster. Walton working from the first base side of the rubber. The pitch swung on and missed. That will even the count at 2 apiece to Gamster. For those of you following along, it is 3:30 down both the left and right field lines. 3:48 into the power alleys and 4:04 to dead red center. The wild pitch makes it a full count and moves Bergman over to third. A full count to Gamster. We will see the payoff pitch from Walton. The A's with an early 1-0 lead here after the leadoff walk by Rivera. Comes around to score on the RBI double from Bergman. The pitch swung on and missed. Gamster will go down on strikes, out number 1 for the Dodge City A's. Brings in Jordan Black. Black batting .214 on the season for your A's. He hit in the 5-hole last night, the third baseman for the A's. 0 for 4 officially with a strikeout. That pitch in for strike number 1. Swing and a miss by Black, and he is down in the count 0-2. O2 delivery, chopped foul, and we'll do the 0-2 over again. A's with a 1-0 lead after the Larks went down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Walton wanting time, throws the ball out. He wants a different ball.
I don't know what the issue of the ball is. Jet Lotus gets in, and then a couple other Larks pitchers gets their hands on that.
So we will go to work. 0-2 count to Black.
The 0-2 bends, kicks on the inside.
Comes inside. Makes it 1-2. 1-2 delivery from Walton, comes in and high, makes it 2-2. Walton with his crouch, the pitch, fouled off into the fence, and we'll do the 2-2 over again.
Camera here, kicked and moved back, and I guess no more stream, so you're tuning in from
2-2 delivery from Walton.
KAYS. I appreciate you. It's been a hard day here in Dodge City to try and get
That pitch comes in and will plunk Black, and runner on the corners now for the Dodge City A's.
So now runners at the corners.
That will bring in Dawson Stutz. Stutz batting .235 on the season.
For the Athletics.
Stutz comes to Dodge City by way of Garden City Community College.
Garden City Community College.
And he will step in to face Walton.
Lead with Jordan Black, the shortstop. He showed his speed
Runners on the corners, one out. That pitch comes inside. First pitch, ball to Dawson Stutz.
Walden checking first, delivered.
Second pitch,
Runner goes, slider on the outside, knocked
a
the
ball off the edge of the plate makes it 2-0.
being right behind the umpire in the slot. Saw that cross the white and black.
2-0 pitch.
2-0 from Walden, looking up and down. Delivers
That
the
pitch catches the outer edge of the zone, makes it 2-1.
called strike. Dawson Stutz, Cam Walton, the 2-1.
2-1 delivery. Stutz drives that one out into right field, and it'll be played off the hop. Black going to third, and he will be in safely. And the throw was wild, so that will score 2.
That's an error on the base, who scores another run. So the Larks down 3-0 to the Athletics. And a runner on at second. That throw was on line and could have got the runner out at third, but Luis cutting it off. And an errant throw trying to get Will Pendergrass to catch it in less than 10 yards.
It will be an E6 that advanced Black to score and moves Stutz to second. 0-1 count to Sandoval.
Walton, pitch on the outside, called strike, and getting another lead. It's 0-2.
Matthew Sandoval at the plate for the Dodge City A's. No official batting record for him. Down in the count, 0-2.
Not a big lead from
Sandoval checks his swing, but says he goes around as the home plate umpire. He'll go down on strikes, 2 away for the Dodge City A's. 3 runs have scored. Runner on second is Dawson Stutz. That brings in Alex Gallion, the catcher. Gallion hitting .357 on the season for the Dodge City A's. Had the night off last. No, he did not. He hit in the 10 hole.
pitch down low from Walton and on the outside.
The second baseman 0 for 4.
Her right box,
First pitch, ball to Gallion.
left box.
Gallion swings and misses. That makes it 1-1 to him.
That one apiece between
The A's with a 3-0 lead.
nothing but clear skies, wind blowing from home plate to straight dead center field.
Gallion drives that one down the third base side. It goes foul. He is down in the count 1-2.
Clear skies today. Dodge City having some weather issues last night. Remember, while we
The 1-2 delivery coming from Walton.
sat to the left of me last night was like, look at this.
Pitch misses.
Tornado warning north of Dodge. We're on the north end of town.
To make it 2-2.
Problematic, but we were up in Hayes. The 2-2 from Walton, bends at the knees, kicks and fires. And
Walton misses outside. That bounces off of the catcher Ebbing, and that will move Stutz
Walton.
over to third.
So Dawson Stutz on the wild pitch moves up.
A full count to Gallion. Multiple batters in this inning have worked higher pitch counts on Walton. The full count here. The payoff pitch coming from Cam Walton as he crouches. The pitch grounded to the shortstop, third to first. Will be in time, and that will end the inning.
The Larks try and shut down
That
the Athletics, but the Athletics score 3
Well, in the inning, the A's score 3 on 2 hits, 1 error, and they strand 1. We're headed to the top of the second. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back into the ballpark. Justin Hergert alongside with Caleb Jamison. First pitch to Tyler LaRue, hit by pitch. Leadoff runner aboard for the Hayes Larks. First base runner in this game for the Larks is Mr. LaRue. Peyton Walters played his season at Garden City Community College, made 5 appearances, 10.2 innings pitched, a 8.44 ERA for him. Struck out 16 on 19 hits, walking 2. His longest outing, 5.1 innings against Butler, allowing just 3 hits and 2 runs while striking out 8. A 1-0 count to Garrett Gruel. Comes in for strike, makes it 1-1. So Tyler LaRue on first for the Hayes Larks. He comes into tonight batting .351 on the season. And Garrett Gruel at the plate, batting .366. Pitch, strike, evens a count at 2 apiece to Gruel. The A's and Larks in the second game of this 4-game set in the Rocky Mountain League. Swung on and missed. The throw down to first was not in time. Gruel will go down on strikes. Out number 1 for the Hayes Larks, and that will bring in John Sicoli. Sicoli 0 for 3 in last night's ball game. His lone time on base, a walk. That pitch misses for ball number 1. John Sicoli hitting .045 on the season. 1-0 delivery. Tries to check his swing as he starts to go around. Evens a count at 1 apiece. Pitch called strike on the inner edge, makes it 1-2.
So count 1-2. Walters waiting from a sign, or waiting for a sign from.
Walters with the pitch.
Delivers the pitch up high. Started to swing.
Misses a little bit high, evens a count at 2 apiece.
A little bit. So count 2-2 with 1 out. Walters delivers, pitch on the inside. Count now full with 1 out.
A full count to Sicoli. The payoff pitch fouled off to the first base side, and we'll do it over again.
Fouls it off. Stays alive is Sicoli.
The defense for the Dodge City A's. We'll get to that here in just a second.
Delivers and hits
That
it
pitch, a grounder that will get out into right field. And
I don't know what happened to LaRue, but
LaRue overslid the bag at second. Not sure if he might have tripped, but overslid the bag, but in safe. Runners on first and second for the Larks.
at first, and now stepping in for the Larks, the designated hitter, Brady Evans.
That will bring in
Eastern State.
Brady Evans. Evans, the catcher last night for the Larks, comes into tonight's season, or tonight's game, hitting .417 on the season for the Hayes Larks. Runners on first and second.
Issues with numbers in the field. Losing Austin Strassner this week has really put a damper for the Larks the past 2 nights. And
First pitch to Evans. He'll send that one down the third base side, going foul. Gets him down in the count 0-1. Brady Evans, the catcher last night for the Hayes Larks, led off with a ground rule double hit. Then a sacrifice fly flew out to left in foul territory and then walked and got caught in a double play. 0-1 delivery coming from Walters.
the 0-1 to Evans.
It misses high, makes it 1-1. Defense for your Dodge City A's from left to right in the outfield is Rivera, Bergman, and Sandoval. Around the infield, Gamster, Black, Rodriguez, and Gardner. Guy in behind the plate for Peyton Walters. 2-1 the count to Evans.
Between Evans and Walters. Tyler LaRue at second, John Sicoli at first. Nobody really holding the runners. The 2-1 from
The
Walters.
pitch, that one sent out to right field. Gardner giving chase.
Over the shoulder.
He's not able to make the over-the-shoulder catch in the bullpen area for the Larks.
Ran over some of the Larks equipment out there.
That one will fall foul and brings the count even at 2 apiece.
Kind of basically just like Oakland in the Coliseum, just wide open.
So after that falls foul, we'll get everybody back into position. Gardner, Rodriguez, and Sandoval all giving chase on that one. And we are back ready with the 2-2 delivery from Walters.
The 2-2 from Walters to Brady.
Comes set.
Checking the runner in Tyler LaRue. Slide step high.
Missing just to the outer edge. Makes it a full count.
Comfort, but Brady Evans throws his strike zone, so count moves to 3-2.
Payoff pitch coming from Walters. He has his sign and come set. Payoff pitch.
Walters to 3-2.
Swung on and missed. Evans will go down on strikes. Out number 2 for the Larks. Both outs this inning have been swinging strikeouts, and that will bring in the catcher tonight, Peyton Ebbing. Ebbing batting .250 on the season for the Hayes Larks. Ebbing was the designated hitter last night. A single, a double, made him 2 for 4 in the ball game. The first pitch to Ebbing. Swung on and missed, and Ebbing trying to go for the fences on that one. He's down in the count 0-1.
Ebbing sliding back into the box. Back in. Walters.
0-1 delivery. Comes in high, makes it even at 1 apiece. LaRue on second. Sicoli on first. 1-1 delivery. That's popped. Sent out to center field. Bergman tracking. He's got it. That's going to end the inning, as Ebbing will fly out. Out number 3 for the Hayes Larks. That will end the inning. They strand 2 on 1 hit. And we are headed to the bottom of the second. It will be Gardner, Rodriguez, and Rivera due up. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Brian Gardner leading off for the Dodge City A's. Takes first pitch from Cam Walton for. That one misses. 2-0 the count to Gardner. That pitch missing wild. 3-0 count to Gardner. He comes into tonight's game batting 182. The 3-0 delivery, that one catches the outer edge of the zone, makes it 3-1. Gardner fouls that one off, and it will be another payoff pitch coming from Walton. Joined in alongside with Caleb tonight. Welcome in.
It's nice to be back.
The 3-2 from Walton.
Swung on and missed. Gardner going down on strikes. One away for the Dodge City A's. That brings in Jordan Rodriguez. Rodriguez comes into tonight's contest batting 200. Played his freshman season for Dodge City Community College. Very familiar with this field, as Cavalier is home to the Conquistadors as well. A 1-0 count to Rodriguez. Swings and misses, and that evens a count at 1 apiece to him. Rodriguez will foul that one off. He's down in the count 1-2.
Feels that Walton can get the strikeout here if he keeps the pace going.
1-2 delivery.
On the outside.
Rodriguez
Almost
checks his swing.
on the slider there.
Gets it to
Make run.
come in. 2-2 the count. The pitch just missing off the edge. A full
On
count.
the black, but not called.
Back-to-back full counts
So count
here
3-2.
in the bottom of the second. The payoff pitch. That one misses outside, and
So
Rodriguez aboard via the walk.
that'll be
That will turn the lineup over to Juan Rivera. Rivera on via a walk, his first time up. Rivera with 10 hits on the season for the Dodge City A's,
hit score. Now going back to the top of the lineup.
8 singles and 2 doubles. That pitch
On the outside,
catches the outer edge, makes it 0-1. 1 out, 1 on for the Dodge City A's here in the bottom of the second.
dancing at
Rivera sends that one to first. They will throw to
one and a missed
they throw to second, and a throwing error.
wide turn. Throw down to second. Walton gets him, and that will be a 1-3
So
inning.
it's going to be in a 1-2-3 inning as Rodriguez was on. Larks tried to turn the double play. He hit to first base. LaRue throws to second. Evans covering. He gets Rodriguez at second. The throw to first was wild, and Rivera tried to go to second. He was thrown out there. That will end the inning. An unconventional double play, but nonetheless, we're headed to the top of the third. The A's a 3-0 lead. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.
Conventionally works for the Larks. A bunt place, but still left out there. One, Bryson Evans.
Bryson Evans leading off for the Larks takes first pitch for ball number 1.
Strike.
The 9-hole hitter for the Larks.
Lucky for the Larks, they don't get a strike.
That pitch
From Walter.
comes in low, makes it 2-0.
Control issue 9.
Evans,
Pitchers. And Peyton Walter
276 on the season, and
haven't really been able to attack the
that
zone.
pitch fouled off and buzzes the tower above us.
The glass right here in front of me and the Dodge City Athletics announcer.
2-1 the count to Evans. Walters comes set. The delivery outside.
Coming from
3-1.
across his body and then some. Was the catcher Alex
Caleb, you pitched well in your outing against the Cage Rats.
Walters, the 3-1.
It was a pretty good outing. It was,
Evans will walk.
I didn't feel my best, but we got the job done.
The top of the second and top of the third.
So the lead-off walk puts Evans on, and that will turn the lineup over to Luis Garcia. Garcia A 3-U ground out his first time up. Garcia with 10 hits on the season, 8 singles, 2 doubles for him. That pitch catches the inner part of the zone for strike number 1. And
one of the pluses from these past few games that we've been playing is our batters have been swinging it really good. So as a pitching staff, you know, you just got to hold them to a few runs and we'll be fine.
so is there, well, let's back up. Garcia hit by pitch, so that'll put runners on first and second for the Larks. And you got your outing, the Cage Rats on a natural field.
Yes.
So, and that mound maybe not quite as tall as what it is here at Cavalier Field.
It did feel short or lower. It was, when I got out there, it felt like I was on a flat ground. And then the grass was really long. We had some balls hit on both sides where it just stopped immediately on the infield grass.
And even in the outfield, a couple of those balls, you would think you'd watch them, they'd take one hop and just die.
Mm-hmm.
A 1-0 delivery to Ruiz. 2-0 the count to him. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second, and we're going to have a mound visit from head coach Esteban Cardoza. So the Damian Ruiz, he comes in, he's at bat right now, comes into tonight's game, batting .342 on the season for the Hayes Larks. So we're going to stay right here. So, Caleb, in a situation like that, a mound that is a little bit lower, maybe not, it's different from what you're used to at home. So what kind of adjustments do you have to make in your pitch, in your approach?
You just have to take advantage of your pre-game pitches and pre-inning pitches. You just need to get a feel for it and don't really stress too much about it because, you know, your body's going to just move how it needs to be moving.
2-1 count to Ruiz as he fouls that one off.
Sometimes the mounds will be so bad that you want to make excuses about it, but, I mean, you can't make excuses and you just need to go find a way to perform.
That pitch comes in high, a 3-1 count. So tell us a little bit, you know, we played on two very different surfaces back-to-back. The entirely turf field at Metro, and then the natural surface with a little bit lower mound and some thicker grass. That pitch misses. Will load the bases. Is there a different approach maybe to pitching style and pitch variation in those different scenarios?
In a sense, but you can't really change how you're wanting to pitch because although it's different and it doesn't roll as well, the wind is blowing out. So you try to get the ball in the air and it's going to fly better with the Cage Rats.
So the first pitch to Pendergrass misses, and Evans will come in home on a wild pitch. It's not a stolen base, it's a wild pitch for him. Runners on second and third.
Luckily, we get to the field so early that our fielders are able to get some early work. So you just really just play how you play, and you just know your team behind you is going to be prepared to field the ball and get outs for you.
So you heard it from Caleb, a 2-0 pitch. That one comes foul and over the press box for strike number 1 to Pendergrass.
Is 2-1.
Pendergrass, the 4th batter here in the inning for the Hayes Larks with nobody out, runners on 2nd and 3rd.
The pitch up high.
Pitch misses high, makes it 3-1, and Peyton Walters struggling with control here in the 3rd inning. The A's a 3-1 lead,
The 3rd inning. What struck Cam Walton.
and at this point, you can never assume that any lead is safe.
Here in the 3rd.
That pitch
Side, and Will Pendergrass
misses inside, back-to-back walks, and now the bases loaded again for the Larks.
and now Tyler LaRue, who started
The Larks yet to record a hit in this inning. 1 run has scored, bases loaded. So we will back up. Bryson Evans got on a walk to lead off the inning, followed by a hit by pitch to Luis Garcia. Damian Ruiz walked on, and now Will Pendergrass, a mound visit between Gallion and Walters, and we will go back to work. Tyler LaRue at bat for the Hayes Larks. LaRue
we go back to baseball now as Tyler LaRue
with 13 hits on the season, 6 singles, 2 doubles, and 5 home runs for him. The pitch, high and outside,
and high
ball 1.
on the strike zone for LaRue.
Nobody working currently in the bullpen for the A's. There are people down in the Hayes bullpen, but no active work there. The pitch
The roster issues and a balk is called.
is called balk. That will score another run.
Scores from 3rd. Damian Ruiz at 3rd and Will Pendergrass at 2nd.
And so now runners on 2nd and 3rd for the Larks.
Outs and a power threat at Tyler LaRue at the dish.
1-0 count to LaRue. The pitch misses high, makes it 2-0.
The 2-0 from
Wind blowing from the south here at Cavalier Field. Not a major threat, but enough to move the flag. Swung on and fouled straight down.
ball.
Makes it a 2-1 count to LaRue.
LaRue adjusting his gloves, getting ready to go back to it against Peyton Walters. Junior college pitcher from Garden City Community College.
2-1 pitch from Walters coming.
Walters taking his time, kick, heel.
This is outside, makes it 3-1.
On a pitch in the right batter's box, missing the plate by good 6-7 inches at least.
3-1 delivery as Walters comes set. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. That one's fouled and out of play over the press box. A full count now
Getting a
for
one. Now the count full.
Tyler LaRue.
Outs and 2 runners on, and Damian Ruiz
So we will see the payoff pitch.
at second. A poke into the outfield could score both of them. The 3-2.
The payoff. This is outside and 3 straight walks.
4 straight walks for the Larks, and
3 straight walks have reloaded the bases for the Larks. So the leadoff walk and then the hit by pitch are what has scored so far this inning. And
mound visit with Coach Carter.
6th batter to the plate, and the Larks yet to record a hit in this inning. Nobody out, and that brings in Garrett Gruel, who struck out his first time up.
Strikeout pitch.
First pitch comes in for strike number 1. Garrett Gruel hitting 366 on the season for the, he said he was hitting 366 earlier.
From Walters. Up
That pitch misses high. Garrett Gruel with 15 hits, 7 singles, 2 doubles, 1 triple, and 5 home runs for him.
number 12. And
So the 1-1 count.
Luis Garcia. Interesting
Hit to third, the throw back home, And the throw to first.
Third baseman, and the throw from the catcher right at the runner, trying to catch his first baseman and couldn't get that one, but another run scores. So Larks gains
So that will put runners on the corners as 1 run scores.
will score.
It is Ruiz that is thrown out at home on the fielder's choice.
So 1 out will be Ruiz on a fielder's choice. The Pendergrass will score. And for Gruel, I don't even know what you would want a fielder's choice, but an RBI, I guess.
So that will put LaRue at third.
But he will be at first. The 0-0 to John Sicoli, who steps in, misses on the inside to Sicoli.
First pitch to Sicoli missing for ball number 1.
Sicoli getting a couple of reps,
So the Larks
but
still yet to record a hit actually in this inning. The
Damien Ruiz, who is normally in right field and center field, a high, deep shot to right field in the power alley. Going back is the right fielder.
That pitch is gone. It is out just past the 348 mark here at Cavalier Field. A 3-run home run for Sicoli.
To the left of 348.
And that will give the A's a 6-3 advantage in this game.
Run as John Sicoli needed that one, and he will get the 2 RBIs attached with it.
How about number 7, Brady Evans?
And the Larks now opening it up, of taking their own 3-run lead as the Athletics took it in the bottom of the first.
The
But
first
Larks
pitch
scored
to
6 here,
Brady
and
Evans.
they only have 1 out,
Brady Evans at the plate for the Dodge City A's. He is the catcher,
or 1 down,
the
excuse me.
designated hitter tonight, and Evans with 10 hits, 2 singles, 6 doubles, 2 home runs of his own, a 1-1 count to him.
First home run between both teams here at Cavalier Field this season.
The 1-1 pitch comes in, catches the outer part of the zone, makes it 1-2 to Evans. Evans, the 8th batter here in the inning for the Larks.
This inning,
1 away.
the 1-2 from
1-2 count
Brady Evans,
over Evans' head makes it 2-2.
catching the head of Evans.
The Larks have scored 6, only 1 out here in this inning.
Was Brady.
The pitch misses high, another full count,
One was Garrett Gruel.
and we will see the payoff pitch work in the A's bullpen. And that looks like Taylor Pendley.
On the outside and missing, so
Another walk
Walters has won.
will put runner on.
The Larks are doing a very good job of working at bats and working the pitch count to get the starter out of the game.
Indeed, and just taking advantage of what the A's pitching staff has been giving them here.
Will make a pitching change, and
And unfortunately, the Hayes Larks are a team that you can't give those kinds of free opportunities to, and you have to be able to control what you're doing and make sure that you're being as efficient on the mound as you can. As you know that the Larks are going to swing at what they can, and they're going to take advantage of opportunities when they've been given, and we are going to have a pitching change.
coming in.
It is Taylor Pendley going to take over the mound for the Dodge City A's. We are going to give him the opportunity to warm up. We're going to step aside. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. It is Taylor Penley on the mound for your Dodge City A's. Peyton Walters goes 2.1 innings, 2 hits, 5 walks, currently 6 runs, 2 hit by pitch, 3 struck out. He faces 16. The first pitch to Ebbing, the catcher, in for strike number 1. That pitch catches the outer part of the zone, and Ebbing down in the count 0-2. He flew out to center his last time up. Ebbing with 8 hits on the season, 6 singles, 2 doubles. The pitch coming inside and just missing the zone makes it 1-2. Grounded right back at the pitcher Penley, and that will be 1 out, and just not able to make the throw back to double off Evans. So we will go to Bryson Evans, the man that led off this inning with the walk. 2 away for the Larks. Evans takes the first pitch he sees for strike number 1. Bryson Evans with 8 hits on the season, 7 singles and 1 double. A passed ball will get away from Gallion, and that will move Evans over to second. 1-1 count to Evans. And that pitch goes foul just past the press box here, and we'll see the 1-2 delivery from Penley. Penley, the left-hander, working from the third base side of the rubber. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. And so Evans will lead off the inning and end the inning as he will go down on strikes. That is the 3rd out. The Larks score 6, and that closes the book on Walters as well. We are headed to the bottom of the 3rd. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Cam Walton back on the mound for his 3rd inning of work. Justin Hurd alongside with Caleb Jamison for this second league contest game between the Hayes and the Larks, and it will be Caleb Bergman leading off for the Dodge City A's. First pitch Missing to him for ball one.
Walton delivers a pitch on the
Bergman
inside swing.
fouls that one off. He's
Early was
in the count at 1-1. Caleb Bergman
Sheets and Caleb Bergman. Bergman receives
takes that pitch for strike number 2.
Walton gets
Caleb Bergman with 8 hits on the season, all singles for him.
now 1-2.
The 1-2 pitch grounded to third, fielded by Pendergrass, throw to first in time.
There throws it over to LaRue, and it'll be in time to get Caleb Bergman.
A 5-3 ground out for Bergman to lead off the inning, and that will bring in Preston Gamster.
Timeout against Cam Walton. It was in the
Gamster with 10 hits on the season, 8 singles, 1 double, and 1 home run. Gamster, the teammate at Paris Junior College to my sidekick here, Caleb Jamison.
swinging a miss for Walton.
First pitch swinging gets Gamster down in the count 0-1.
Strikeout that,
Gamster,
strikeouts.
a strikeout his first time up after working the count full, and that pitch falls and rolls foul off the third base side.
Could have been foul. Rolls foul.
A 0-2 count now for Gamster.
Was already at first.
The Dodge City A's playing game 12 of the season, should have been game 16 at this point, as 4 games have been rained out here in the first part of the season. The 0-2 pitch swung on, and Gamster will go down on strikes. 2 away for the A's, and that brings in Jordan Black. Black was hit by pitch his first time up. He came around to score on the throwing error.
Scoring, but I don't know how he got it. You have to put that down.
First pitch to Black in for strike number 1.
From Walton, called strike.
Jordan Black with
The 0-1
6 hits,
to 0-2.
1 single, 3 doubles, and 2 home runs to his credit this season. There is not a
Swing and a miss. And shoes off Jordan Black. And that will be the end of the third inning. You're listening to
So the A's will go down 1-2-3, and we are headed to the top of the 4th. The A's trailing 6-3. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball.
another Sunday baseball game here in the Western Skies. Thank you for tuning in here on this
Leading off the 4th inning for the Hayes Larks is Luis Garcia. He is 0 for 1 officially, a ground out and on by a hit by pitch. The first pitch
out isn't right.
in for ball number 1.
Return into my ear. All I hear is myself, but Rachel, I do
Luis
appreciate
Garcia with 10 hits, 8 singles, 2 doubles for him this season. The 1-1 count.
taking my internship while I'm in college at Fort Hays State.
That pitch fouled and off the mask of Gallion. He's down in the count 1-2. Garcia, part of the big second inning for the Hayes Larks. Swung on and missed, and he goes down on strikes. 1 away for the Larks. That brings in Damian Ruiz. Ruiz walked on his last time up. Damian Ruiz with 13 hits, 8 singles, 3 doubles, and 2 home runs for him.
Cut down at home because of a fielder's choice by Garrett Rule, but also
Pitch
not the RBI.
misses outside on the first pitch ball. 1-0 delivery coming from Penley. The pitch missing outside makes it 2-0.
Rule, who stands in the right-handed batter's box, facing a left-handed pitcher in Penley.
Penley working with some tempo. That pitch fouled off makes it
Rule
2-1.
Penley. So count 2-1 between Taylor Penley and Garrett Rule.
2-1 pitch. Misses low and outside.
Pitch on the
3-1.
outside and even low. Something
A
in foul territory.
ball gets in from the fans across the third base dugout and into
By Penley.
foul area. Swung on and missed.
High. Garrett Rule just
Ruiz in a full count.
trying to beat Penley to the spot, but wasn't able to.
The payoff pitch from Penley. He's got it.
Between Penley
Comes
and
set.
Rule.
The delivery.
Swung and right
It'll
back
be
to
driven out
Penley.
into center field just over the head of Penley.
Rule.
A single for Ruiz. Runner aboard for these Hayes Larks with 1 away. That will bring in Will Pendergrass. Pendergrass, a walk and a strikeout. Officially 0 for 1. Will Pendergrass with 11 hits on the season, 7 singles, 3 doubles, and 1 home run for him.
Thrown out by Garrett Rule because of fielder's choice and the third
The pitch
throwing it down to home. First pitch
high
thrown
for ball 1.
to Will Pendergrass up high and missing.
Clear blue skies here tonight at Cavalier Field.
Side.
That pitch
Now,
missing out makes it 2-0.
Damian Ruiz to a
1 on, 1 out. The Larks lead this one 6-3 after they chase starter Peyton Walters off the mound in the third inning.
Ruiz.
That pitch down the third base line, just out of the outstretched arms of Gamster. Ruiz coming to third. The throw not in time. That will put runners on second and third for the Larks with 1 away.
Down the line in third base territory and into left field is Will Pendergrass. Now steps in is Tyler LaRue with 2 runners in scoring position in Ruiz and Pendergrass. Last 2 times been
So a
walked.
single and a double, and that brings in Tyler LaRue, who walked in the third inning as well.
Left on second in the second inning, and then in the third inning got hit by
The first pitch to LaRue in for strike number 1.
first pitch in there and called strike by
And
the home plate umpire.
Penley able to work ahead, something he hasn't done.
From Penley to LaRue, swing and miss.
LaRue down in the count 0-2 as he swings around. And Caleb, how important from a pitcher standpoint is it to get into that mindset where you're working ahead in the pitch count?
Well, when you work ahead, it just opens up the door to be a pitcher. You can use any pitch to set up other pitches and get in the mind of the hitter. And when you're behind in the count, you usually have to throw fastballs, and the hitters technically know what's coming. So that's when you tend to find the big hit after walks, because there's just more fastballs coming.
ready to go.
1-2 count to LaRue. Pitch grounded too short. Black fielding it. Throw to first in time. 2 away. That scores 1 run.
The Larks will score another here in Dodge City, pushing their lead to 4
Next up for the Larks,
with
number 9, Gary
2 outs, and now Will Pendergrass at third.
6-3 ground out. So let's get back. Tyler LaRue had 13 hits on the season, 6 singles, 2 doubles,
Step up,
5 home runs, and that brings in Garrett Gruel.
putting the river in the black.
Gruel with 15 hits, 7 singles, 2 doubles, 1 triple, and 5 home runs for him.
Pitch on the opposite side of the river.
1-0 pitch misses outside, makes it 2-0. And unlike the previous hitter, Penley behind in this count.
Waiting for a pitch to hit. Penley the 2-0.
That pitch
On the outside river.
missing makes it 3-0.
3-0. Walton having issues with the man starting the game. And it's been
1 run has scored, a 7-3 lead. That pitch grounded to Gamster, throw to first in time, and Gardner able to keep his foot on the bag. That will be out number 3. The Larks strand 1
top of the 4th.
as Gruel will ground out. That will end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th. It will be Stutz, Sandoval, and Gallion due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.
To open this inning up, a ball outside. Justin went to go find the new pitcher's name. Second pitch comes in to go to a 2-0 count with another outside ball.
And cold and still trying to get back through and over it. Shot. A first pitch
I'm
strike,
hearing from my left, shot coming in with 2-1.
Stutz, the designated hitter. Last time out, got a single against Cam Walton.
Misses, going to 3-1. with a close call inside, going to a full count.
3-2. Shot delivers on the inside.
And we have a leadoff walk.
Dawson Stutz. So Stutz at first, Matthew Sandoval, 1 of 3 different strikeout, 4 different strikeout victims to the Larks tonight. Last time out, bottom of the first, swing and a miss for Sandoval. Pitch delivered from shot across the plate. And Ebbing couldn't catch that one. Shot the 1-0, swung on, chopper
With
to
the short chopper, first
over.
baseman with some indecisiveness and ends up getting the out at first. Luckily, the pitcher was there.
Umpire in the field called him out. The
Coach
first pitch,
Esteban
happy about
is
that
not
one.
happy about that, and the umpires are going to meet with.
Umpires are not right there.
And they quickly overturn that. He is safe. The home plate umpire said that the pitcher was not on the bag. And now we will have first and second with nobody on.
Don't know what you would want to put that, because it wasn't really an error, and that wasn't really a single either.
That's
So,
going to go down as a hit.
tell you what,
It really would probably be a play unmade because there should have been an out made on that play, but
how to score that one.
it will go down in the books as a hit.
The 0-0 is a bunt, it's foul. Throw over to third. Runner shouldn't have gone if it's foul. But if it's off Ebbing, I get it. But
So welcome back into the ballpark, and thank you, Caleb, for stepping in while we figured a few things out. It's Tyler Schott on the mound for the Hayes Larks.
monster chaos full bottom of the fourth.
Runners on the corners.
Called, so I guess it's off Ebbing. Grounder to Luis Garcia. Toss to Bryson Evans. Not in
The
time.
fielder's choice as Sandoval got on.
So Sandoval on a fielder's choice is cut out. Or no, Dawson Stutz. Excuse me.
Now batting number 4, Brian Gardner.
Oh, I'm all messed up. Fielder's choice will go to Gallion. It's on first.
And the A's will put Cooper Tompkinson on as the courtesy runner for Alex Gallion. Matthew Sandoval got on what could be called a hit. It's a hard decision. Do you call it a hit? Do you call it a fielder's choice?
So Dawson Stutz will score.
I'm going to call that a hit in my book because it's just one of those weak choppers that it's in no man's land in the infield, and as a pitcher you hate it, but they happen.
Coming out to talk to Tyler Schott.
So one run has scored. Dawson Stutz got on a walk. A run came around to score. Matthew Sandoval caught in the fielder's choice for the
Who got on first.
1 out.
Found his way somehow to third. Matthew Sandoval got he got on first. I don't remember what he got, but I put down fielder's choice, and he was thrown out on a fielder's choice. He is the first out of the inning. And then Alex Gallion, who hit into a fielder's choice, but got saved first. And so the mound meeting over. Tyler Schott still on the bump.
After the Larks coach comes out to talk to the pitcher, we have Brian Gardner stepping into the plate with a runner at first and 1 out.
Gallion
0-0 pitch comes in low. The count will go to 1-0. Make that 1-1.
2-1 now for Tyler Schott and Brian Gardner. Last time for Gardner, a
Okay, now I'm seeing that the umpire is showing a 3-0 count. I was pretty certain that there wasn't a strike, but the scoreboard was showing we had one. With that pitch coming in, we're at a 3-1 count. Gardner steps in.
3-1.
And a hit right up the middle, and we will have first and second with 1 out.
At second, Brian Gardner at first. And now Jordan Rodriguez at second.
So we're going to back up a little bit here and get ourselves caught up. So Dawson Stutz with 4 hits, all 4 singles for him. Matthew Sandoval, no hits yet for the Dodge City A's. Alex Gallion.
I'm not too sure what we were thinking right there. Tompkinson just takes off to third, and the pitcher throws it to the third baseman to get the out.
Tompkinson, not a smart move, especially when you're in scoring position. Now you have 2 outs.
1-3 caught stealing.
Your 9-hole hitter at the dish.
Rodriguez at bat. So Alex Gallion.
Tyler shot, first pitch to Jordan Rodriguez, and this is on.
10 hits, 9 singles, 1 double. And Rodriguez takes that one. It's a fly ball out into shallow left center field. It's going to fall for a hit. And Ruiz not able to come up with it as he overruns it.
And you see, after that, you just hate that you have that out on the bases, because that hit would have got the A's another run.
So runners on the corners now for the A's.
In Dodge City, Cavalier Field, home plate facing the northwest.
And with that hit, we bring up Juan Rivera, the leadoff batter for the A's.
So
Trying to run in from the shaded part of the field.
a
On the outside to Juan
0-1 count to Juan Rivera.
Runners at the corner.
Rivera steps in with 12 runs scored on the season for the Dodge City A's. Takes that pitch for strike number 2.
Ball, but it was in the strike zone.
And the A's with runners on the corners with 2 away. 1 run scored. It is a 7-4 ball game.
Goes with a swing and a miss.
Rivera will go down on strikes as he goes down to a knee. That will end the inning, and I have to say thank you to Caleb for stepping in. We're going to thank some of our sponsors, our Grand Slam sponsors, the City of Dodge City and Ford County, Community Foundation of Southwest Kansas, Curbs Law Office, Los John Sicoli leading off the top of the 5th for the Hayes Larks. A 7-4 advantage for them. Sicoli hit the home run his last time up. Pitch evens the count at 1 apiece. As the Larks working their third trip through the batting order. Pitch fouled off. Makes it 1-2.
The 1-2 swung and popped up. It'll be in the stand. Nope, just missing. Thought it had enough power, but didn't
So that pitch
quite go over the fence as I
hit
thought it
foul and falls right in front of the fence. Will do the 1-2 over again to Sicoli.
Sicoli down 1-2 to Taylor Penley.
1-2 pitch.
Delivers.
Sicoli checks his swing, and it will be 2-2.
As a pitcher right there, you just have to tip your cap to the hitter to be able to check up on that.
From Alex Gallion, the 2-2. Swung
Pitch
on, and it's
grounded to
2-2.
Gardner at
Baseman
first,
called
and
foul is the first base umpire.
called foul. And if it would have been fair, it was an easy out for the Dodge City A's.
Still setting and really giving off a lot of light still.
So we will do the 2-2 pitch here.
2:30, right on the dot.
That pitch swung on and missed. Sicoli will go down on strikes. Out number 1 for the Hayes Larks.
Goalie
It's Penley working in his second inning of relief.
fired by strikeout.
For the A's,
Penley as Luis Garcia
after 2 shutout innings on the offensive side, you're hoping that last inning can give the team some life going into this
first pitch to
middle innings of the game.
last time out for Brady. Base on balls left
Brady
on
Evans
second.
gets first pitch strike, and the baseball is very much about momentum and taking advantage of what you can at different times. Swung on and missed, and Evans swinging for the fences on that one. He is down in the count 0-2.
With 1 out.
Lights on here at Cavalier Field as the sun peering in from the west.
The 0-2.
That pitch bounces in the turf ahead of home plate.
Gallion.
1-2 the count to Evans. And that's something with the field here at Cavalier facing basically straight north.
Up the rubber.
The outfielders, especially right field, have issues in the summertime like this with seeing fly balls.
Instead of pulling the glove hand down and even around,
A 2-2 count to Evans.
left side part of the plate. For
That
him,
pitch,
walking off the mound,
a ball that just misses off the outer edge. A full count to Evans. Brady Evans, the catcher last night for the Larks.
goes to 3-2. Swung
That
on,
pitch
fouled off in between.
fouled off down the third base side.
At third and
Evans so far in this game, a strikeout and a walk.
foul though.
So we will do the payoff over again right here from Taylor Penley. He shakes off a few, has his sign. The pitch
Pitch up high.
catches Evans looking on the outer edge, and Evans comes around looking. He's got a few words for home plate umpire, and nonetheless, back-to-back strikeouts make it 2 out here in the 5th for the Larks. That brings in Peyton Ebbing. Ebbing, the catcher tonight. Ebbing is 0 for 2, a fly out and a line drive right back at the pitcher.
Anyway, the 0-0.
The first pitch
Pitch low.
misses low for ball number 1, and Ebbing,
Out and fly out to the pitcher.
the first batter to face Penley after he took over for Peyton Walters. The pitch misses high, makes it 2-0.
Penley's first at bat of the game.
And it was Ebbing that lined it right back at Penley.
Fielder
A swing and a miss, a very healthy hack.
misses on the off-speed pitch. And Penley now
Ebbing
2-1.
fooled by that changeup.
Pitch on the outside.
That one missing outside makes it 3-1. Penley steps on. He has his sign and comes set. The 3-1 pitch.
3-1 from Penley on the
Catches the zone and a full count to Ebbing.
pitch is white and possibly black, but now the count 3-2. Last time, Penley
The payoff pitch. Penley comes set.
strike 3 against Brady Evans.
Swung on and missed, and Penley will strike out the side as the Larks go down 1-2-3. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball.
Strikeout.
4.5 complete here at Cavalier Field, and we are set to go. It is Caleb Bergman leading off. He is 1 for 2 in this game, a double and a ground out for him. He's on to face Tyler Schott. Bergman shows bunt, pulls back, takes it for ball number 1.
Also scored in the first.
Caleb Bergman.
The 0-0 from Schott. Misses. And
Bergman with the big double off the wall to score the first run of the game in the first inning.
the 2-0 on the inside half. And
Caleb Bergman has scored 5 runs of his own in this season.
for
A 2-1 count to him. That pitch
Bergman.
on the edge of the zone evens a count at 2 to Caleb Bergman.
A strike down the middle, but watching it was Bergman.
2-2 delivery from Schott. Catches the outer edge of the zone, and
Standing there.
Bergman takes a minute to admire where that one went. He goes down on strikes, 1 away for the Dodge City A's. That brings in Preston Gamster. Gamster has struck out both times he has been at the plate in this ball game. Preston Gamster with 9 runs on the season for the Dodge City A's. First pitch from Schott.
To deliver.
Swung on, it is hit to third. Pendergrass fields, throw to first.
LaRue catches that one as it was a wild throw. Jumps high and touches and tags Gamster, who fell after the tag as LaRue hits him right square in the chest.
2 away as Gamster grounds out to third. On the throw, he is tagged, and that will bring in Jordan Black. Black hit by pitch and a strikeout.
Facing the 4-hole
First pitch to him in for ball number 1.
up today. Scored in the first. I don't know how he
I I'm sorry for some excessive noise. A 2-0 count to Black. Jordan Black with 5 runs of his own on the season, and that one through, just cut off by Evans. And he is called out, and that will end the inning. The A's go down 1-2-3 after the 4-3 ground out. We are headed to the top of the 6th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Taylor Penley back on the mound for your Dodge City A's. The Larks with a 7-4 lead as we head to the top of the 6th. And it will be the 9-1 and 2-hole hitters for the Larks. Evans shows bunt, pulls back for ball number 1. The 1-0 pitch from Penley catches the outer edge of the zone, evens the count at 1 apiece. Bryson Evans, a walk and a strikeout in this game, officially 0 for 1. Shows bunt again. The pitch outside makes it 2-1. A 3-1 count to Penley is that pitch grounded to Gamster. And E5 will put the leadoff runner aboard. And the Larks will turn the lineup over to Luis Garcia as they start their 3rd trip around the batting order. Rather, they start their 4th trip around the batting order. Pitch in for ball number 1. Swung on and tapped foul. That will even the count at 1 apiece. Luis Garcia grounded out to first, was hit by pitch, and then struck out. Strikeout coming in the top of the 4th. Pitch chopped at Gamster again. The throw to first will be in time this time, and Garcia out by several steps. That will bring up Damian Ruiz. Runner on second for the Larks, 1 away. Damian Ruiz.
I'm not sure if that was a hit and run or not, but they got lucky that the runner was moving, or that would have been a double play ball.
Penley will step off and chase Evans back to second. Damian Ruiz at the plate. Went 3 unassisted in the top of the first. Walked on and came around to score in the third, and then hit a single in the fourth. 1-0 count to Ruiz. Called strike on that one, and evens the count at 1 apiece. 1-1 delivery coming from Penley. Pitch outside and a little bit low. 2-1 to Ruiz, who has scored 1 run in this ball game. 2-1 count for Penley. He looks back, throw, chases Evans back.
Really
5 yards or 10 feet, that sounds like baseball math. 2-2 count to Ruiz. The sun sinking low as shadows creeping across the field here at Cavalier. Wind blowing out of the south as the flag pointing straight north in this breeze. The pitch, 2-2 came in. Ruiz goes down, making a little bit of show out of that. So runners on first and second for the Larks, and that will bring up Will Pendergrass with 1 away. Pendergrass, a strikeout, a walk, and then hit a double in the fourth. First pitch to Pendergrass, grounded to third. They'll go to third for 1, the throw to first. Gardner will dig it out, and that will end the inning, the twin killing that the A's needed to get out of this one. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th, a 7-4 ball game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Bottom of the 6th inning for the Dodge City A's. And it is Dawson Stutz leading off. Stutz has scored 6 runs this season for the Dodge City A's. Shot back out. A swing and a miss. That's down in the count 0-1. Dawson Stutz hit a single and then walked on in the 4th. One count to Stutz. That one misses outside, makes it 2-1. Dodge City A's trailing 7-4, trying to draw even in this Rocky Mountain League series after dropping last night's game 9-3 to the Larks. At pitch, strike on the outer edge, evens a count at 2 apiece. At pitch, misses, a full count to Dawson Stutz. A big crowd on hand for Father's Day at the ballpark for your Dodge City A's. Stutz will go down on strikes. One away for the A's. That brings in Matthew Sandoval. Sandoval hit a single and got caught in the fielder's choice by Alex Gallion back in the 4th. So Sandoval has scored 1 run for the Dodge City A's this season. That pitch misses, a 1-0 count to Sandoval. Sandoval, the only returning member from the 2022 Dodge City A's team. A 2-0 delivery after Schott delivers that one wide in the opposite batter's box. Sandoval fouls that one off at his feet. A 2-1 count. Pitch catches the inner part of the zone as it was cutting in. 2-2 count to Sandoval. Sandoval tries to check his swing but goes around. He'll go down on strikes, 2 away for the A's. Brings in Alex Gallion. Gallion hit the fielder's choice to get on, and then a 6-3 ground out in the 1st. So that is the night for Alex Gallion. Gallion with 1 run on the season. Gallion down in the count, 0-1. Pitch grounded to short. The throw to first in time, and LaRue able to stay on as that goes clear across the diamond. The A's go down 1-2-3 in the 6th. We're headed to the top of the 7th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. A special Father's Day race occurring here at Cavalier Field. Ketchup and Mustard, young members of some parents here in attendance tonight, as Mustard well outrunning Ketchup. Ketchup coming in, he will score that run as well. A 1-1 ball game in favor of Ketchup and Mustard, as the hot dog standing at home plate to greet them back. Something special here for Father's Day at Cavalier Field. Taylor Penley back on the mound for the Dodge City A's. We're going to take an opportunity to thank our home run sponsors, Conant Construction LLC, Dodge City Kenworth, Duke Energy, I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar, Jimmy John's, Parker Haskin Insurance Incorporated, Rabine Brothers Law Firm, Service Master, Tommy's Express Car Wash, Will Fisher Distributing, and Walmart. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. So we are getting ready to go. Justin Hergert and Caleb Jamison alongside for this league contest between the Dodge City A's and Hayes Larks. The throwdown as we get ready to go into the top of the 7th inning. It will be Tyler LaRue leading off for the Hayes Larks. LaRue hit by pitch, walked on, and grounded out. That are the 3 times he has been at the plate for the Larks. And he will face Taylor Penley here. Sorry. That pitch misses outside. Leadoff ball to Tyler LaRue. Tyler LaRue at the plate. Taylor Penley on the mound. That pitch fouled it off. A 1-1 count to LaRue. We have worked our way into the latter innings of this ball game. That pitch misses low, makes it 2-1. If you're just joining in, the A's scored 3 in the first and 1 in the fourth. It was the big inning in the third for the Hayes Larks, scoring 6, followed by 1 in the fourth to make it 7-4. Swung on. Evens account at 2 apiece for Tyler LaRue. LaRue will swing and miss. He'll go down on strikes. 1 away for the Larks. That was a big strikeout to get a first out for Taylor Penley here in the 7th, and that brings in Garrett Gruhl. Gruhl, the ground out his last time up, hit the fielder's choice in the 3rd and struck out in the 2nd. So he will step in, takes the first pitch for ball number 1. That pitch misses, makes it 2-0. Pitch catches the inner edge. Gruhl not necessarily liking that call as he steps back. 2-1 coming from Penley. That pitch misses, makes it 3-1. Work in the Larks bullpen. Several people down there. The 3-1 pitch comes high. Gruhl draws the walk. One runner on. And that will bring in John Sicoli. Sicoli struck out his last time up. Hit the home run in the 3rd and a single in the 2nd. First pitch. In for ball number 1. Sicoli fouls that one off. Evens account at 1 apiece. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded at Gardner. He takes that one. He will go to first as there is no play at second. 2 away for the Hayes Larks, but moves Gruhl over to second.
Brady Evans steps up.
Multiple 3U putouts for Brian Gardner here in this game, showing off his range and athleticism. So we will go to work with Brady Evans, a strikeout victim his last time up. Pitch comes inside, makes it 1-0. Evans officially 0 for 2 in this ball game, both official at-bats, strikeouts. 1-0 delivery to Evans, grounded to Gamster. He will tag Gruel. That is actually not Gruel.
Third baseman, Brady Evans. He wasn't the out, but the out will go to Garrett Cole. 143. And that is the end of the top of the seventh. We head to the seventh inning stretch.
It is stretch time in Dodge City. They're trailing 7-4. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Aaron Calhoun takes over the mound for the Hayes Larks here in the bottom of the seventh. And
Pitch low from Calhoun. No one active in the bullpen. Big
Brian Gardner takes first pitch, sends it out into right field. That throw wide of the second base, and Gardner on the throwing error will advance to third. An E2 throwing error.
So Aaron Calhoun now has a
Runner on third for the Dodge City A's. A 1-0 count to Rodriguez. Actually 2-0.
on the scoreboard.
That pitch down low, and Ebbing
Come down to block that one.
having to dive down, blocks it. A 3-0 count now to Jordan Rodriguez. Jordan Rodriguez, a single his last time up. That pitch fouled off, and a 3-1 count to him.
Right over me in the press box.
That pitch,
Fouls one off from Calhoun.
as it was fouled off, goes to our right. 3-1 count from Calhoun. Pitch catches the outer edge of the zone. A full count. We'll see the payoff pitch here. The Larks pitching staff making multiple payoff pitches in this ball game. That pitch, Jordan sends it off the edge of the bat. It's twisting foul, and that one falling about 3 feet off the foul line. A full count payoff pitch again for Rodriguez.
Go back to it. The 3-2 once more.
Payoff again as
The off speed.
swung on and missed. Rodriguez will go down on strikes. One away as the A's turn the lineup over again. Back to the top of the lineup with Juan Rivera. A walk, a fielder's choice, and a strikeout for him. Juan Rivera with 7 RBIs on the season. A .429 slugging percentage for him. First pitch, ball to Rivera. 1-0 count, 1 out with 1 away. Runner on third. Calhoun comes set, working from the middle of the rubber. Rivera sends that one on the ground. It'll be picked up by Garcia. He'll throw to first in time. 2 away for the Dodge City A's. That
will
RBI
scratch
ground out.
one.
What was that, Caleb?
That will scratch a run by for the A's.
The
And
A's trailing 7-5 with 2 out, and that brings in Caleb Bergman. Bergman a double, a ground out, and a strikeout in this game. Caleb Bergman
Looks real good down here. The 0-0 for Calhoun. Swing and a miss.
7 RBIs on the season, a .333 slugging percentage for him. Bergman down in the count, 0-1. Pitch misses, evens a count at 1 apiece. The A's 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. The Larks, Bergman tries to check his swing but does not. A 1-2 count to him. The Larks with 7 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors. 1-2 pitch from Calhoun. Bergman, that one missing outside, and Ebbing doing a diligent job at trying to frame that one, but not fooled his home plate umpire. Two pitch. That one rolls through the legs of Ebbing as he dives to the left-handed batter's box. A payoff pitch coming from Calhoun.
Now for Calhoun. The 3-2.
Misses outside, and Bergman will draw the walk. That brings in Preston Gamster. Gamster, a strikeout, and a ground out. 0 for 3 officially is Gamster in this ball game. Preston Gamster with 7 RBIs, a 378 slugging for him this season. First pitch to Gamster. Fouled back into the screen for strike number 1. One run has scored here in the bottom of the 7th. Runner on with 2 out. Bergman dancing out there, and Gamster is plucked. That will put runners on first and second with 2 away. Jordan Black stepping up to the plate. He himself hit by pitch. And it's a good thing that the A's will have a few days off here to recover, as multiple players have been hit in this ball game. Black steps in. Runners take off, and a double steal moves runners to second and third. The tying run now 180 feet away. The go-ahead run at the plate.
That was good to move up on that, but it was risky. Pitcher with a no-look hold right there on the pitch, but the fielders in the infield yelling to step off as he started his motion.
So we will go back to work after Keith Harper having a quick conversation with Calhoun on the mound. Jordan Black steps in. He is 3 RBIs on the season, slugging .536 for the A's. The first pitch to Black. That one down. Makes it 2-0.
The runners moved up on the first ball.
A 2-0 count. Pitch misses low. Makes it 3-0. The 3-0 count coming from Calhoun. He comes set. That pitch catching the outer edge of the zone makes it 3-1. The A's looking to try to cut into this deficit after having already scored 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. The 3-1 pitch. Popped up, and it will go foul and out of play over the press box. A full count now for Jordan Black. A payoff pitch coming from Calhoun. He has his sign and comes set. The pitch goes foul and out of play towards the clubhouse. Will do the payoff over again. Sun setting here at Cavalier Field. Beautiful night at the ballpark. Payoff coming again. Calhoun set. The pitch. It is popped up. First baseman LaRue tracking it. He's got it out in the shallow outfield. That will end the inning. The A's strand 2. We're headed to the top of the 8th. The A's trailing 7-5.
pitch for the A's, number 9, Matthew Sandoval. Leading off for the Larks, number 5, Peyton Ebbing.
Matthew Sandoval taking over the mound for the Dodge City A's as not Stutz. Ebbing fouls that one off. I believe the count should be 0-2.
The first pitch was spiked.
Oh, okay. Pitch driven out into right field, and Nolan Williams giving chase. He'll play it off the wall. The throw to second will not be in time. A leadoff double for Ebbing.
First hit of the night, and what the Larks needed here in the 8th, as they have the 2-run lead, but their lead has been bigger at 4. 1 point in this game.
So the A's likely elect here. So here's what's going on. Matthew Sandoval on the mound for the Dodge City A's. Nolan Williams moved to right field to take over that position. The A's likely
Split a home and home. We are on the middle part of the home and home because we have 1 left, and that will be in July.
that pitch driven out to right. That will score a run. A
Sandoval, whoever's in right, and
stand-up double.
and the right fielder was shaded over to the left, and that's what helped. Another double.
Back-to-back doubles have given the Larks an 8-5 lead. And that turns the lineup over again.
So the top of the lineup, the Larks batting 5 times now with Luis Garcia. Hit by pitch, ground out, strikeout, and ground out for Luis. He did score.
Nobody out, 1 run scored, and that turns the lineup over to Luis Garcia. Garcia out in the first, 3U, was hit by pitch, then struck out, and a ground out as the Larks begin the 5th trip through the batting order. That pitch grounded to second. Rodriguez throw to first in time, makes the out, 1 away for the Larks.
That one, and Luis retired.
4-3 ground out.
Push up the runner from
And that brings in Damian Ruiz. Ruiz
Powell steps in, and Damian
grounded out to first. Walked on, hit a single, and was hit by pitch. Takes that pitch outside for ball number 1.
inning in the 3rd. He was base on balls, cut off at home, and then
1-0 delivery coming from Sandoval. The pitch,
1-0
a front door bender that just doesn't catch the zone,
field, also cutting it short, as in
making it 2-0.
turf that
Infield in for the A's.
every one of
That pitch catching the outer edge of the zone.
Ruiz
2-1 to Ruiz.
says 3-0, but it is 2-1. Pitch,
The pitch
curveball, and it's
was a backdoor bender that he fouls off the end of the bat.
not really giving chase. Was the right fielder.
That will even the count at 2 for Damian Ruiz. That pitch falls foul down in the Hayes Larks bullpen.
Now pitching for the Athletics.
The 2-2 pitch coming from Sandoval. Matthew Sandoval on the mound working from the first base side of the rubber. The pitch fouled off to the first base side again and out of play. Will do the 2-2 again.
Cages here on the side of the Larks bullpen. As it
2-2 count.
are warming up.
The pitch.
One is warming up, and one is wearing shorts. Curveball.
That one skied, and it's headed out into shallow center field. Bergman there to track it down. The throw home.
And the
is up the line. Galleon not quite able to get to it. The Larks will score another. Lead this one 9-5 on that sacrifice fly by Ruiz.
An RBI sac fly for
2 away.
in short center field to Caleb Bergman to help the Larks.
That will bring in Will Pendergrass. Pendergrass, a strikeout,
Right now,
walked on, hit a double, and grounded out.
in the past couple
That pitch down low makes it 1-0.
one run himself, almost scoring 2 and an RBI today.
Matthew Sandoval has appeared in 2 games, 4 innings pitched.
Plate. He 1-0,
That pitch
turned on, and that is a
sent out over left field, a solo home run for Pendergrass.
all over that one.
The A's trailing now 10-5.
I've seen some shots from the Larks, but I've never seen one like that except for Dylan Dreiling doing it at home over the Daikin scoreboard.
That one driven over the left field wall, which went out about, I would say, 335 feet. Kind of impressive, but not really. I've seen multiple home runs here at Cavalier that have more than cleared the scoreboard and almost ended out on the highway. That one falling nowhere near that mark. That pitch in for ball number 1 to Tyler LaRue.
So Tyler LaRue now stepping in for the Larks. LaRue hit by pitch, base on ball.
That pitch comes in high, makes it 2-0.
Sandoval can't hit the strike zone. 2-0 now for him against LaRue.
2-0 delivery from Sandoval. He's working on a grip. Getting a sign from Galleon. Comes set, the pitch, catching the outer edge of the zone.
Called strike.
Makes it 2-1. LaRue hit by pitch, walked on, grounded out to short, and struck out.
Sandoval facing
2-1 delivery.
the inning.
That pitch low, 3-1.
Barely blocking that one was Galleon, who got the ball retrieved from LaRue, who gave it back to him in his glove.
3-1 pitch.
Sandoval the 3-1.
Catches the inner edge of the zone. A full count to
High.
LaRue.
Now the count 3-2 between LaRue and
A
Sandoval.
payoff pitch coming from Sandoval. We'll see it here. LaRue just past the outstretched arms of Gamster.
As Gamster was playing closer to the line, and LaRue throwing her first from
Runner on for the Larks, and that will bring in Garrett Gruel.
anyway, single for Tyler LaRue.
Gruel, a strikeout, a fielder's choice, grounded out and walked his last time up.
Been athletic all night.
The first pitch,
His glove. The 0-0 to Garrett Gruel, who now steps in for Sandoval.
comes in and low, makes it 1-0.
One inside and missing. The
Pitch missing outside,
2-0
2-0
for Sandoval.
to Gruel. Matthew Sandoval playing for Midland College. The 2-0 pitch. That one fouled out of play.
For the Larks dugout.
Makes it 2-1.
Three here at Cavalier Field. So 2-1 now.
2-1 delivery.
Is corrected.
Comes in high.
Left eye, so now 3-1 between Garrett Gruel and Matthew Sandoval. Sandoval
3-1 pitch. Sandoval comes set.
play. The 3-1.
Comes in, misses inside.
So Gruel will be at first, and Tyler LaRue moving to second. And
Runners on first and second with 2 away.
another Lark
Brings in John Sicoli.
today.
Sicoli having himself a night, 2 for 4.
Hit a home run
a single and a home run, then struck out and grounded out. So Gallion having a conversation with Sandoval, and after that we will go to work. The first pitch coming from Sandoval. That one catches the inner part of the zone. Down in the count, 0-1 is Sicoli. That pitch called strike, 0-2 the count to Sicoli.
Strike call. That's just throw a fist out right in front of him. So the 0-2 now.
The 0-2. Sandoval comes set. That pitch misses outside, makes it 1-2. The 1-2 delivery from Sandoval. Sicoli standing about a foot off of the batter's box line. That one low. That actually catches the zone. Sicoli will go down on strikes. That will end the inning. Larks strand 2. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th. The A's trailing 9-5. Gonna take this opportunity. We'll thank some more of our sponsors. Cargill Meat Solutions. Our double sponsors, Best Water of Southwest Kansas, Danny Thomas, Farm Bureau Wealth Management, and C. Fragon. Garcia and Antosh, Hinton Plumbing Service, ITC Great Plains LLC, Kelly Hendricks DDS, Kirby Meat Company, Victory Electric Cooperative Association Incorporated, Village Square Merchants, and Winter Livestock. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. It will be Nolan Williams leading off, so the A's did indeed sacrifice their DH. So it will be Nolan Williams in the 5-hole now for the Dodge City A's.
We are at that DH spot already. And first pitch strike for Calhoun.
First pitch in for strike as Nolan Williams, the UT Tyler freshman, steps in. Down in the count, 0-1. A shot right by Calhoun. Leadoff single gets a runner aboard for your Dodge City A's. That brings in Matthew Sandoval. Sandoval moved from right to the pitcher, and he will go to work. Sandoval, 2 strikeouts and a single in this ball game, makes him 1 for 3. Throw to first, not in time. So let's get you caught up. Nolan Williams hitting .222 on the season, a .333 slugging percentage for him with 8 hits, 6 of those singles, 1 double and 1 home run, has scored 6 runs and has 5 RBIs. That is
Calhoun
4.
set to deliver. First pitch missing on the outside to the left-handed batter of Matthew Sandoval.
That Sandoval takes the first pitch, ball number 1.
1-0 as Calhoun throws it over because of the dance of Williams.
That another throw over to first, and Calhoun having a baseball crush on Williams. That pitch sent out into shallow left center field. Williams in safely at third. Runners on the corners, nobody out. The A's trying to make this one interesting.
Next up for the A's, the catcher, number 10, Alex Gallion.
So Calhoun's set to go against Alex Gallion. And that flies. And I told everybody on the stream, if you have a bat flying in your bingo card or lottery, you're going to cash it tonight. And that happened against Alex Gallion here tonight.
Gallion down in the count, 0-1. Gallion, a ground out, a fielder's choice, and a ground out. That is his tonight. Alex Gallion slugging .393 on the season for the Dodge City A's. Back-to-back singles, runners on the corners, nobody away for the A's. That pitch off the end of the bat will go to 2 for 1. The twin killing scores 1.
But for the Larks, that doesn't matter with a 3-run lead going into the bottom of the 8th with 1 to go.
Next up, first baseman, number 4, Brian Gardner.
6-4-3 ground out double play is an RBI. And that brings in Brian Gardner. Gardner, first pitch misses outside, makes it 1-0.
This next pitch comes in to Brian Gardner with a swing and miss to make the count 1-1.
0-2 now on the board.
The 1-1 pitch comes in outside, and we're at a 1-2 count. Or 2-1.
Figured out, I guess. It's 1-2 on the scoreboard. Calhoun set to go, delivers.
Another pitch outside and low, and we're at a 3-1 count.
The 3-1.
3-1 pitch misses just low, and we have a walk.
Don't like that one. That was right at the knees too, but I don't know if that was considered on the plate. So
That brings up Jordan Rodriguez with 2 outs and a runner at first.
Rodriguez steps in. He is
Rodriguez, second
1
base
for
for the
2
set to go.
with a walk. That pitch catches his own for strike number 1. A's trailing 10-6 here in the bottom of the 8th.
To him and Rodriguez. The
0-1
delivered into
set out into right field. Sicoli
drops, and Sicoli throws 3, throwing Pendergrass to second in time, and that will be the out. And Rodriguez not liking that one, but base running errors have been the issue for the Athletics tonight.
So
And
a single gets Rodriguez on, and Rodriguez caught as Gardner goes to third. Rodriguez tries to stretch it into 2 bags, is caught, and will be out number 3. That will send us to the top of the 9th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. We are headed to the top of the 9th, a 10-6 ball game. The A's scored 3 in the first, answered by the Larks with 6 in the third. Both teams would score 1 in the fourth, and it has been the A's with 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. The Larks scoring 3 in the 8th. Larks 10 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors. The A's with 6 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. Matthew Sandoval back on the mound for the Dodge City A's. Brady Evans, the only batter to not face Sandoval in the 8th. First pitch sent out to center field. Bergman right there. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's what we like to see. 1 away for the Hayes Larks.
Pitch, 1 out. You got to go for the 3-pitch inning and force contact right here.
That brings in Peyton Ebbing, a ground out, a line drive back at the pitcher, a swing and a miss. He's down in the count 0-1. Ebbing would then strike out in the 5th and then hit a double in the 8th. Down in the count 0-1 is Ebbing. Sandoval looking in. 0-1 delivery. It is popped up. It's high on the infield. Gamster tracking it. He's backing up. He's got it. 2 away for the Hayes Larks. At pop-up, 2 outs and a big-time catch by Preston Gamster. Brings in the 9-hole hitter Bryson Evans. Evans, a walk, a strikeout, got on an error, and hit a double. Down in the count, 0-1 is Evans. The 0-1 delivery coming from Sandoval. That one, a fly ball out into left field. Rivera there tracking it. He's got it. A quick, efficient inning for Matthew Sandoval as he takes the Larks down in order, 1, 2, 3. We're headed to the bottom of the 9th. The A's trailing 10-6. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Dodge City A's baseball.
That was a foul.
We will take this opportunity to thank our single sponsors, David H. Snap LC, Jason and Wendy Barnett, John Wilkerson, Julian Manuel Garcia, Robert White, Roger Hedrick, and Mead Lumber. We thank everybody that makes Dodge City A's possible. Without your support, we could not bring you baseball here at Cavalier Field and on the road. So Jet Lotus on the mound for the Hayes Larks as we are headed into the bottom of the ninth. The A's trailing 10-6, and it will be the top of the order due up as we get started here. Lotus to face Juan Rivera, Caleb Bergman, and Preston Gamster. First pitch from Lotus, catches the outer edge of the zone, makes it 0-1. Jet Lotus with 3 games, 4.2 innings, 1 hit, 2 runs, walked 3, struck out 13, a 3.857 ERA for the right-hander from Oklahoma. 0-2 pitch, and that one a chopper that goes to second. 1 away for the Dodge City A's. That brings in Caleb Bergman. Bergman a double, a ground out, a strikeout, and walked on his last time up. The A's down to their final 2 outs to try to extend or win this ball game, and an errant ball gets away from the Hayes Larks bullpen, or actually dugout.
Another ball from the kids.
That's actually kids playing behind the Hayes Larks dugout.
So the 0-0 for
That pitch misses outside.
I don't know if that's a slider, but
1-0.
throwing another pitch that looked just like it.
1-0 delivery.
From Lotus
Comes inside, catches the zone, makes it 1-1.
to Caleb Bergman, the center fielder.
A 1-1 count to Bergman.
The 1-1 from
That
Jet
pitch
Lotus.
comes farther inside, makes it 2-1.
Count 2
The A's playing their 12th game of the season, going to have several days off here. Not truly full days off. That pitch catches the zone, makes it 2-2. The A's will be doing youth camps this week. Those will take place at Legends Park.
1 out. Delivers.
And those camps, part of the agreement that the A's have with the city of Dodge City, that provide use of Cavalier Field and the donation that the city makes to make Dodge City A's possible. Full count.
By Lotus.
Payoff pitch.
Called strike on the inside on the slider.
Bergman knew it.
Really throwing, if it is a slider or a cutter, 1 of the 2. Lotus is really throwing.
2 away for the A's. That will bring in Preston Gamster as the A's down to their final out.
What it is, I should just ask all of the
Gamster struck out, grounded out, was hit by pitch.
what I think it is on what they tell me, instead of just kind of guessing up here.
First pitch to him.
For Lotus,
Gamster fouls that one off. It's out of play over the first base side for strike number 1.
on second, ground out, and then a 2 strikeout swing against Cam Walton. The 0 from
That pitch outside
1 from Lotus, missing on the outside.
evens a count at 1 apiece.
Lotus already ready to throw another pitch. Getting the signs from Peyton Ebbing.
1-1 pitch from Lotus. Swung on and missed.
Outside.
Brings a count to 1-2.
Catching that opposite corner. The 1-2, 2 outs. Swinging
Swung on and missed.
And the Larks.
That will end this ball game as Gamster goes down swinging. The A's fall 10-6 and fall behind 0-2 in the league series against the Larks. The A's are 1 and 3 overall against the Larks. We're going to step aside for our final break. We'll come back shortly for our post-game wrap-up. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back into Cavalier Field. Post-game wrap-up here, and a quick word from my sidekick, Caleb. Go ahead.
I'm happy for everybody listening in to the broadcast, and I wanted to give my dad a shout out on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. I hope it was a great day, and I'll pass it off to Justin for the post-game wrap-up.
Indeed. A happy Father's Day to all, for everybody both in attendance here at Cavalier Field and for those following along on the live stream. The A's drop a hard one, 10-6, as they fall to 0-2 against the Larks in the Rocky Mountain League. The A's led it off in the first. Juan Rivera getting on with a walk, followed by an RBI double from Caleb Bergman. And then it would be Jordan Black getting on a hit by pitch. And that would set it up for Dawson Stutz, who would get on with a single, advance with an error. And that would give the A's a 3-run lead at the time. It would be all Larks in the third inning, as they would plate 6 as they bat around. They actually send 10 to the plate at the time. Multiple walks were the issue for the A's in that inning, as Bryson Evans led off the inning with a walk, followed by a hit by pitch, multiple walks, a fielder's choice, and a home run, as the Larks would plate 6 and lead 6-3 at the time. The A's would answer back later in the game, as they would plate runs in the 8th to make it a Actually, let me back up. The A's would plate 1 in the 4th, as Dawson Stutz would get on with a walk, and he would be batted around to score. And then the A's would add to that in the 7th, led off by a single from Brian Gardner, and would score. And then in the top of the 8th, it would be Nolan Williams coming in after he comes in to take over the right field position for Matthew Sandoval, who moved to pitcher. Nolan comes in, hits a single to get on, and would come around to score. And that would be enough for the Larks to take the 10-6 victory here tonight. Peyton Walters will take the loss. Cam Walton picking up the win for the Hayes Larks. That will do it here from Cavalier Field, as the A's fall to 6-6 overall on the season. The A's will be back in action Thursday night as they welcome in the Liberal BJs. That game set for a 7 p.m. pitch right here at Cavalier Field. The A's will be off the majority of this week, but hosting youth camps. That will do it from Cavalier Field. I am Justin Hergert saying farewell and happy Father's Day to all. Thank you for tuning in. This is it from Cavalier Field. So long.